What's going on, everybody? Wes here with DIY with Mitchells. I wanted to come on here and give some updates about the channel and things that are coming up if everything works out right. And I want to thank everybody that subscribed and leaves me comments. I've got quite a few subscribers over the past couple of weeks. I appreciate it. And just want to come on here and let you know what I've got in mind. When I first started this YouTube deal, if you notice in my earlier videos, you didn't see me or my face a lot, you know. I didn't know how I would like YouTube or doing the videos, you know. And I didn't know if I was going to put one video out or do it for 20 years, and I still don't know, which I put more than one video out. I enjoy it. I enjoy talking with everyone. I enjoy the community that I've become a part of, talking with all you guys. Just want to let you know, I'm going to try to rotate videos. I work a full-time job, so, you know, there may be times where I don't put out content as often, but what I try to do on the weekends when I'm doing any cutting or in the evenings when I do saw work, I try to record it and then edit it, and then I schedule my videos out. So some videos you see, they may be, you know, a couple months old, or a month old or whatever. I think I got videos plumb out to April. But anyhow, we've got quite a bit of cutting coming up because we've got to finish up the property that y'all already seen and been a part of. Had a couple contact me last weekend. They've got 15 to 30 trees they won't cut, depending on what they decide to keep and depending on what they decide to. It's going to be more like a logging atmosphere. It'll be a little faster cutting because it's away from their house. It's actually over like in their side yard, which is part of a big bunch of woods anyway. And it won't be like the videos I put out where I've been a little slow at it, wedging trees to make sure they don't come back on the house and all that kind of stuff. So I've got that coming up, and of course we'll always be doing the saw work. I've made a few purchases to make the channel a little more interesting. I got rained out one day, I think Monday of this week, and I was bored, so me and my wife, we stopped by the local pawn shop, and I shouldn't went in there because it ended up costing me money, but they had a really good deal on a GoPro 9, so I bought that. So in the future videos you see, which I'm going to put this out today, and I've still got videos coming out, but the future videos, probably starting in April or whatever, there should be some GoPro footage if I can figure out how to work it okay and everything. And then I've been a Husqvarna, Echo, and a Domar guy pretty much my whole life. I've never owned a Stihl chainsaw, and not that I don't like them, because my grandpa and great uncle and all them, when I used to help them log back when I was younger, they run Stihls and they had good luck out of them. I know they're not as good on the anti-vibe, or I don't think they're as good on the anti-vibe. I ran Stihls, but I just haven't owned one. I think they cut really well, and you know, they're powerful. When I was at the pawn shop, I asked them where their chainsaws were. The guy kind of laughed at me, so we put them up. But you've been like the third guy that's asked about saws since we put them up. They put them out in the fall and then put them up in the spring, because in the springtime, unless you do tree work or log, you ain't really looking for a saw. And they don't have a lot of big saws. I mean, they had a few. They didn't have a lot of big Husqvarnas, mainly just like a 460 and below. I was needing some top handle chainsaws to do tree work around homes, you know. I bought a cheap version, like I think it was a Shapak or something like that, and run it, which it run all right. I ended up selling it, but anyway, I run across a 193T, and I ended up buying it. And when I was there looking, I ended up seeing a 660 Stihl and I told them that when I come back to get the GoPro, that I probably would buy that Stihl. And so pretty much for the channel to have different things, you know, more views, camera views, I bought a GoPro and I bought a 193T Stihl and a 660 Stihl to have on the channel. That way I can kind of compare Stihls to my Husqvarnas and whatnot, and just from my own experience too. And I may end up selling both of them. I like the little 193T. I've got a 395 and a 390, of course, so I you know, but I'm gonna run this Stihl and see how that does. It may blow me away, you know, I don't know. I may end up keeping it, but anyhow, I just thought I'd come on there and share that and let you know a little bit of what's to come on the channel, and to thank everybody. Typically what I do is I take all the money that I make with tree work and firewood and turn around and put it back into that kind of things, you know, like the money I make off of it, I'll buy stuff to help me do more of it, and that's typically how I've done everything. I got a really good deal on them. As one reason why I bought them, I couldn't pass them up. I didn't give much more for them two saws right there, and I'm fixing to show them to you, than a person would give for a Husqvarna 660 on eBay or something. You know, like the USA stock, if you look them up. They give them to me cheaper because, of course, it's springtime. And like I told them, I said, you know, them saws, you're pretty much going to need to find somebody that does what I do, or a logger, to buy the 660 Stihl. I said, your regular firewood guys probably is not going to buy one. They might, you know, but I just went Stihl crazy this week. Normally, like I say, the first two Stihls I've ever bought. So I want to do a giveaway at 500 subs and 1,000 subs, if I get that many subs. And if I do, that's great. If I don't, that's great too. I'm still going to make videos because I'm doing the work anyway, so I might as well video it. And if I had 10 subs, if 10 people enjoy what I do, or it helps them out somehow, then that's worth it to me. And anyhow, I am gonna do a giveaway at 500 and 1,000 subs. Don't know sure exactly what it's gonna be at 500 subs yet, or 1,000. Probably be, I know it'll most definitely be some kind of saw at 1,000 subs, and it may not be a saw at 500, or it may be, but it'll be maybe like a less expensive saw or something. I'm gonna try to make it be something that's you know, I don't want to give somebody something that they're going to have to work on or put money into. It'll be a running saw, and of course, anything with engines can stop at any time. Anything mechanical, that's just nature. So, you know, but it's going to be when it leaves here, it'll be a running saw. And at 1,000 subs, it'll be a, you know, a little probably more expensive saw. Or at 500 subs, or at 500 subs, I may give away like a split axe, some bars and chains, or something of that nature. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and share a little bit of what that I've got in mind and what I've got going on. Like I say, I appreciate everybody that subbed, and I'm gonna flip you around and show you the saws that I bought this week. So these are the two saws that I bought this week. The 193T is a 2018 model. It's got a 14-inch low profile 3/8 deal on it. The bottom of it looks pretty good. It don't look like it's got a lot of wear, honestly. But I haven't even cleaned it up, you know. And then I bought this 660 Stihl. Of course, it has been worked a little bit, but the bottom of it ain't very bad either. I mean, you know, it ain't just wore plumb out. It's got a little wear to it. It's toting a 3-foot bar, I believe. I'll probably get me a 3-foot light bar to put on it, or at least like a Samara. Well, I don't know. Heck, I may run the Stihl bar, but it fires up and runs really good. I don't know what that tape's about. I'm gonna take that off and see that white thing how JB welded or something. I had it started earlier. I don't know that it'll start. I'll try it. Just for y'all real quick. I don't know if it'll hit or not. Hang on to now. Oh gosh, I think got compressed, boy. Woo-wee. Flipped it up too far. I thought I had to go like a fast idle. But it's a running saw, so you can expect to see this and the 193 on the channel for a little while. And JK let me bring his 441 home, and I'm gonna run it some too. I'm put a new Raisman carb. It's made in Brazil on my 61. I felt like that cheap eBay carb that I got was kind of holding the saw back. It was kind of acting like my kit saw carb was, cutting in and out on the high side. Idled and revved okay, but when you held on it, you know, held the throttle down to really get to cutting, it cut fine for a couple seconds, then zip, it want to bottom down. So I've got that. The only thing is this little lever was a little too short. It was wanting to get in behind my idle screw, so I put a little JB weld, which I'm gonna clean that up with the Dremel tool or whatever it's called. And it's not really a Dremel, it's one of these deals there. But clean it up and make it kind of look better. Maybe it'll just keep that from getting stuck in behind there. I have fired it up before I did that, and it don't cut out like it did. It's really let this saw work, you know. It's a daylight and dark difference. And I know a lot of people has good luck out of them cheaper like China carbs. I apparently don't, and it could be because you got to fine tune them a little more or something, and I'm not the best at tuning. But anyhow, I've not had very good luck on my kit saw or this 61, and this 61 carb was messing up the Chinese carb or eBay carb, whatever you want to call it, was messing up as soon as I put it on there. It never was right. So anyhow, there's the JK saw. I put a decomp plug in it. The other day when I went to start it, it was getting hung open on me. So that's what I've been doing this afternoon.